Good morning, Big Spring. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Alyssa.
Welcome to your Channel 3 News. On Friday, the International General Conference of Weights and Measures met in Versailles, France, and voted unanimously to redefine the kilogram. This will change the mass realization system, which has been in place for 129 years. The measurement will no longer be determined by a hunk of metal, but instead by time, Planck's constant. We wanted to see what physics teacher Mr. McClure had to say about these changes.
The Grand K, for years, they've known the masses slightly decreasing over time. They get it out from under the bell jars every 2 years and check it. They check their other copies. Major no-touchy thing, because if you touch it, it can degrade. I think it's a good idea because they're no longer going to base it on a physical thing. Any physical thing you're going to base it on can degrade or be stolen. And if you go to something like the meter now, it's no longer based on the Earth, it's based on the distance light travels in a tiny, tiny short period of time in a vacuum. So we can still use that as a standard, but it's going to be the same for everybody that builds the rig to test it, and it won't change. So I think the move is a good one. I have not looked at exactly what the plans are to change it. I'm not sure what the new standard is, but I know they want to move away from a physical thing and move it towards something that's a bit more esoteric. So we'll see how it goes. It'll be okay. It's still good enough for buying potatoes. That's it.
Thanks for your time.
Oh, anytime.
Any student who is planning on taking the December 1st SAT has until November 20th to register at collegeboard.com. However, a late fee will be charged in addition to the cost. Also, any student who took the November SATs can access your scores online at the College Board website.
A paint night will be held at the high school on December 4th from 6 to 8:30. It is $35 to participate, and a portion of proceeds will go to Minithon. Check your email to RSVP before the spots are all taken.
If you're interested in a trip of a lifetime to France, Ireland, and England in the summer of 2020, you should watch this for more information and plan on attending one of the upcoming meetings on November 27th at 6:30. Any Big Spring High School student or parent is able to attend.
Because planes were built to live in the skies, and every person was built to live out the dream they have inside. So it is perhaps the saddest loss to live a life on the ground. Nearly all of them said they regretted not the things they did, but the things they didn't do. See, people don't choose dreams, dreams choose them. So the question I'm getting to is, do you have the courage to grab the dream that picked you?
As a reminder, this year is a Minithon year. Make sure to follow these social media accounts for updates. And now to Natalie with your sports.
Another one. We the best music.
I'm Natalie, and I'm here with your sports. Channel 3 news reporter Leah Eichelberger sat down with Logan Logan to talk about her cheerleading career and what her future plans are for it.
My name is Logan Logan. I'm a senior and I'm 17. I've been cheering for 11 years now. Currently, I cheer for USA Stars. It's an all-star gym in Carlisle, and I also cheer for our whole school. I cheer both fall and winter season. That's the plan. Towson University, it's in Maryland. Yes, last year we went to D2 Summit. That is a competition that's held at the ESPN Wide World of Sports in Disney. It's an extremely elite competition where you have to get a special bid to attend. And my team has won. It would have to be Mardi Gras Nationals. That is a competition held at Hershey and at the arena every single year that we attend. We had won Grand Champion, King of the Mat, National Champions, and Grand National Champions last year. I don't know, it would have to be competing at D2. That was a really big competition. It's been one of my dreams to compete at Disney, so it was a really nice experience, and to be able to experience it with all my friends was the best time of my life. My favorite high school cheer memory would have to be, other than finding out Cecilia doesn't have a microwave, it would have to be just cheering on the sidelines. I enjoy cheering for my school, and it's a really fun experience to be able to combine what I love most. It would have to be a punch front roundoff, handspring, double whip, handspring through the full.
There is an upcoming mini-thon event. It's from Newville Rails to Trails. It is $20 to participate. The pre-register is due November 29th. The date of registration starts at 8, and the race will begin at 9. Don't forget to wear your holiday sweater. For more information, look for the FT 5K poster around the building. Now to Luke with your weather.
15 years old and smoking and rolled cigarettes, running from the law through the backfields and...
Hi, this is Luke Hand, your weatherman, and I will be sharing about the weather. For today, we have a high 48 to a low 37 degrees with some chance of showers. For tomorrow, we have a high 43 to a low 38 degrees with also another chance of showers. And for Wednesday, we have a high 44 to a low 30 degrees and a partly sunny day. Have a happy Thanksgiving and stay warm. Going back to Alyssa and Maddie.
Thanks, Luke, for the weather.
Haven't checked out the Growler Express cart yet? Check this out.
The Cake Decorating Club is sponsoring Candy House decorating and ordering. You can decorate them in the LGR during BNC Flexes on December 18th and 19th. Orders must be placed by December 6th. It is open to the first 30 students who order. The cost is $5, which includes a 7 by 7 by 9 inch graham cracker house with an ice cream cone tree. See Ms. M with questions.
Check out our articles at BSHS Paw Print. Follow us on Facebook at BSHS Newsroom, Twitter at BSHSCH3, and with the snap code BSHS Mass Media. You can also sign up to receive text alerts for important announcements by texting BSHS ANN to 81010.
That's all from us, Big Spring. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Alyssa.
We hope you have a great break and a very happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, so now that we've gone over the project, we're going to get into our group. So find a group of 2 or 3, please.
Get out of here, Ishmael.
If you or someone you know is feeling suicidal, call the Suicide Prevention Hotline at 1-800-273-TALK.
In the U.S., roughly 45,000 Americans die each year from suicide.
This is no joke. If somebody shows signs of suicide, they may harm themselves. People may not realize it. Eventually, if enough pressure is put on the victim, then the victim believes that he or she doesn't belong in the world.
And just like that, the victim wants to do it.
You can make a difference and save a life.
Be the one to reach out. Be the friend they've been hoping for.
You can do a lot in a second.
It only takes a second to be positive.
Or negative.
So join us in saving the 123 Americans who commit suicide every day.
And choose wisely. Life wouldn't be the same without you. Call the Suicide Prevention Hotline.
Hello, I'm Julio. I'm 16 years old and I'm a junior. I'm from Germany.
Alright, my name is Madison Sparks, which I go by Natty. Came from Colorado. I'm also 16.
I'm JT Kuhn. I'm a transfer from Carlisle. I'm in 10th grade and I'm 15.
I'm Hannah Buzlak. I came from Path Valley and I am in 10th grade.
We don't have many sport activities and clubs, and we have not a good relation with our teacher.
Different because it's very big. It was like a one-room school building.
Yeah, the schedule's definitely different. Like at Carlisle, we have 10 periods a day. So the 5 periods a day is really nice and different change.
It's a big transition. It's very different.
Mr. McGreedy.
Mr. Hankus.
Mr. Gutschall is my go-to.
Eccentric.
I hang off with friends and doing many things.
I like to cook and I like to watch movies and like compare them to other ones and be like, okay, this one was better. Like, and the Fast and the Furious movies.
I love to build things with wood and everything. I'm a
big handyman.
Handyman, that's the word I was looking for.
I do photography.
I don't know.
Like what?
Ooh, I want to own a restaurant. Either own a restaurant or own like one of those top like food trucks.
I'm actually looking to become a teacher, so anything education related.
I have a cat, his name is Sid, and he is, I don't know, 4 years old. It's a lazy cat.
I have a big German Shepherd at home. Her name's Lily. She's a big softie. She's 8.
I have a dog. His name's Bullet. He's a German Shepherd. He's really big. He's about 4 years old.
This is Ishmael Kirkwood.
And Jared Johnson.
And we're reporting from your advanced mass media class.
This has been another episode of Brand New Bulldogs.
Stay tuned for the freshman episode. Have a great day, Big Spring.
CASSIDYALLISON. I got interested in the polo aspect whenever I moved to my new barn, Destiny Stables. The owner of it does polo, and he has like 2 separate barns up there, the polo barn and then the regular barn. And so I just started working up at the polo barn, and that's just kind of how I got into it. My barn owner, Caitlin, got me involved with polo. Back in about July is when I got involved. It was because you're riding with one hand and holding a big old mallet in the other, so it's quite difficult to stay on and reach over and try to hit the ball and whatnot. I do. My favorite horse is named Mojito. She's a black Argentine polo pony, and she's like one of the best trained horses on the team. Super fast, and we click very well. I've rode her for about 3 months now. We work with them 3 times a week, if not more. If it's like raining and stuff, usually only 3 times a week. We usually do a thing called stick and ball, where it's just getting the polo ponies used to the ball and whatnot, and just like moving around it and getting coordinated with it. Another one we do is just ponying, where we take one horse and then take the rest and hold on to him and just run them around the field pretty much. I do compete. Up in Lancaster, there's a field called Forney Fields that we compete at. There's also one down in Maryland, but I haven't been there yet, so. I trained for about 3 months before I started competing. No, not really. I've just been kind of going on my own.
Trey Fry was born on May 2nd and is now 7 in 1st grade at Mount Rock Elementary. Trey lives with his parents, Brad and Brooke Fry, who both work at Bermudian Springs School District, plus his older siblings, Chase and Izzy Fry, who are twins in 5th grade. Trey was born into a big family. As he likes to say, he has 90 cousins, myself included. Trey is a competitive, kind, high-spirited, fun, and the strongest 7-year-old I know. Trey loves sports, playing with his cousins and friends, plus, of course, he loves to
play Fortnite.
Trey was diagnosed with leukemia in 2014, right after his 3rd birthday. Leukemia is a type of blood cancer that prevents or slows down the body's ability to fight infections. When Trey was first diagnosed, his chemo plan was for 3 years, yet they stopped it after 4.5 months. The cancer came back stronger, and Trey was sent into a stronger chemo plan with radiation. Trey and his family were told that Trey was going to need a bone marrow transplant to keep the leukemia from coming back. Trey's twin siblings' bone marrows were tested, and Izzy was a 0 out of 10 match, while Chase was a 10 out of 10 match. The transplant was February 28, 2015. After the transplant, Trey and his family lived in the Ronald McDonald House for about 3 months. The Ronald McDonald House is a charity that houses families very close to the hospital in case of emergency. The family was excited to learn that Trey's body accepted the bone marrow. This was the first step in Trey's recovery and improving state. Trey and his family couldn't have gone through this journey without the 4 Diamonds program. 4 Diamonds is a program that makes it their mission to conquer childhood cancer by assisting children and their families through medical care, support, and research. Following Trey's diagnosis, his entire family set up a fundraiser for Trey's medical expenses and the 4 Diamonds program. This fundraiser was called Play for Trey. Play for Trey was a large cornhole tournament that you would pay to enter, and then there would be different concessions and things available to purchase. Play for Trey also brought all of the people Trey loves together to raise money, so what happened to Trey doesn't happen to other kids around the country. What was your experience like the first time you found out about Trey?
So first I was kind of shocked because I didn't really know what was happening, and then we went in this little room with one of Trey's doctors, Miss Becky, and we found out that he did have cancer and what we would see when we actually walked into the room.
So Izzy, how do you think Trey did dealing with this situation?
He was tough. He probably would have did better than I did
Yeah.
if I had it.
So Chase, how was your experience living at the Ronald McDonald House?
It was fun and not fun at the same time because at the time we had season passes to Hershey Park, so we got to go there and Zoo America. And the time that we were there for about, 50 to 70 days. March Madness and basketball were on, so I was occupied by that.
So Chase, you gave Trey your bone marrow.
Yeah.
What was that like?
So when I first found out that I was giving Trey bone marrow, it was kind of funny because Izzy was a 0 out of 10 match and then I was a 10 out of 10 match. I was kind of shocked because I thought he was gonna have to do it, but now I'm kind of thankful because if I wouldn't have done that, Trey probably wouldn't be here, and it was just good.
How did Trey getting cancer affect you guys?
It was just, at first it was scary, but then later on we got used to it.
What were Trey's wishes?
Well, we got to meet Zach Brown and Minnesota on his tour bus. We also got to meet the Penn State football team. We got to meet Saquon Barkley, which was absolutely the best. And we also got to go to the Mall of America. We got to go to the biggest water park in America. We got to do a lot of things at Penn State, like meet the different athletic teams. It's just really fun.
Bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, ricochet, take your aim.
You liked everyone at the hospital? Yeah? Well, the nurses were all nice to you and stuff?
Yeah.
Did they play games with you and stuff? Did you live at the Ronald McDonald House when you were sick? Did you like it there?
Yeah.
Who did you live there with?
Daddy and Mommy.
Yeah? Was it different from your house?
Not really.
Do you remember the high school mini-thon? Yeah? And do you remember the thon at Penn State? Which one did you like more? Did you get to see all the football players? It was all pretty cool. And did you ever get to meet some of the football players? Yeah, did they come see you when you were in the hospital? Which football player is your favorite from Penn State? Saquon Barkley. Yeah.
He was.
What did you like to eat the most? Crazy bread from Little Caesars? Yeah. What about McDonald's?
Oh yeah.
What about your wishes that you got when you were sick? Did you get to go see Zach Brown?
Yeah.
Did you get to meet him? Was that cool? So, are you playing any sports now? What do you do?
Basketball.
Basketball.
Baseball.
Baseball. Yeah. Which one's your favorite?
Baseball.
Baseball. Yeah. Who's your favorite baseball team?
Phillies.
Do you have a favorite basketball player? Yeah.
Steph Curry.
Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium.
This school year kicked off with an exciting opportunity for students to be a part of a short film titled Everyone Loves Bulldog. Numerous students got involved in the film, led in part by Big Spring graduate Meg Kuntz. One student, sophomore Brendan Morris Dice, a named role in the film, recently traveled to Hollywood for its premiere.
It was actually really simple. I pretty much just sent in my face and I was like, hey, my director told me about this opportunity. I would love to be considered. Within like a few hours, I think they were like, okay, let's do this. I played Mark McCutsky. He's the mascot for the high school. We went to the Warner Brothers studios and we got to see a backstage tour. I got to see the Big Bang Theory, the set, and then that day we also got to go to the Hollywood sign, like right at like golden hour. It was beautiful. And then I also got to see the place where the celebrities put their handprints in the ground and their feet prints. And surprisingly, I have the exact same hand size as Josh Hutcherson, Hugh Jackman, and Ryan Gosling. So I also got to see Hollywood Boulevard, which is really cool because you get to see like all these amazing actors. And then on Monday, that was the day of the actual premiere, I got a professional haircut And then I got my suit. They took me to get a suit, which is intense because I've never worn a suit before. And then it was the premiere. Afterwards though, there was a reception and I got to meet all these amazing people and like talk to all these people. And even though it wasn't like the biggest part of Hollywood, like the Hollywood sign or like a studio tour, it was really cool to be able to hear all their stories. It was pretty funny, I have to say. It was really cool to be able to see like everyone that I know and everyone in like the film and like acting, dramatic arts part of our school there. So that was a really cool thing to see. But overall, like I thought it was a pretty funny film. Well, it definitely started off as a hobby. In the 3rd grade, I did have stage fright at the time, but it was definitely something that I started to think about. And then in 8th grade, Les Mis, I fell in love. And being able to go on the set and see all the like inner working mechanisms of what happens and being able to see that, I know now that that's what I want to do. The people, getting to meet all the people, specifically after the premiere, to talk to everyone and to hear all their sides of the story. Nothing could replace that. You don't have to be in LA for this career to be plausible. You can be pretty much anywhere, and as long as you like are a hard worker, you can make your dream come true.
My name is Logan Logan. I'm a senior and I'm 17. I've been cheering for 11 years now. Currently, I cheer for USA Stars. It's an all-star gym in Carlisle, and I also cheer for our school. I cheer both fall and winter season. That's the plan. Towson University, it's in Maryland. Yes, last year we went to D2 Summit. That is a competition that's held at the ESPN Wide World of Sports in Disney. It's an extremely elite competition where you have to get a special bid to attend. And my team has won. It would have to be Mardi Gras Nationals. That is a competition held at Hershey and at the arena every single year that we attend. We had won Grand Champion, King of the Mat, National Champions, and Grand National Champions last year. I don't know, it would have to be competing at D2. That was a really big competition. It's been one of my dreams to compete at Disney, so it was a really nice experience, and to be able to experience it with all my friends was the best time of my life. My favorite high school cheer memory would have to be, other than finding out Cecilia doesn't have a microwave, it would have to be just cheering on the sidelines. I enjoy cheering for my school, and it's a really fun experience to be able to combine what I love most. It would have to be a punch, front, roundoff, handspring, double whip, handspring through the full.